hope you're enjoying your day. Welcome to Wrestling with Keish. I'm Keisha. So one thing I wanted to talk about in particular is a match at Wrestlepalooza, and that match is Stephanie Vaquer versus Iyo Sky. Now, we all know our precious beloved Naomi had to drop the belt because she is expecting a baby with her husband Jimmy Uso. Shout out to them. I cannot wait to have her back, and I hope she's doing well. But with Stephanie and Iyo, when I tell you my mind in terms of storylines and how things are going to work out has twisted in so many ways, it has been ridiculous. You know, Stephanie was supposed to fight Naomi at Clash in Paris, but Naomi left, so that left everything up in the air with Adam Pearce then telling Stephanie that she would fight Iyo. Now, the issue with that is Iyo is in a storyline, per se, with the Kabuki Warriors and Rhea Ripley at the time. So I honestly thought we were going to get Rhea Ripley and Iyo Sky as a tag team and they were going to fight the Kabuki Warriors. But things have took a big turn, which is fine. I feel like it's been very interesting, to say the least. So with that happening, at first I was like, okay, we're going to get a tag match. And then, you know, that didn't happen. And then it kind of over time became Asuka just being toxic, and Iyo cannot talk to anybody. Like, she is off limits. She's sealed, locked away in the tower. Like, I don't want you, you know, talking to anyone at all. And one of the things with me personally with Stephanie and Iyo, I was really excited when it got announced that Iyo would be facing Stephanie for the title because, in my opinion, I think they have really good in-ring chemistry and they put on a lot of great matches. So I was hyped. But then it's like the storyline wasn't really there, you know. Stephanie wasn't on TV for a bit. And then, you know, they were supposed to have a contract signing and it didn't happen. So my thought originally was that Stephanie was going to win. And I thought because of all the issues that Iyo has had with Asuka as of late, I thought Asuka would be upset and she would come and cost Iyo the championship at Wrestlepalooza, honestly. But now with the way the storyline has been going, I don't even think that's going to happen anymore, honestly. There's a part of me that honestly thinks we may see Iyo Sky win the championship, which I don't have a problem with. I love Iyo Sky. I just, in my heart of hearts, thought it would be Stephanie, but I think Iyo Sky wins now, and I think after Iyo wins, we continue this toxic relationship she has trapped herself in with Asuka. And it's crazy because before Naomi cashed in and Iyo was champion, I actually wanted to see Asuka and Iyo fight each other at SummerSlam. I thought that Asuka would beat Jade Cargill at Queen of the Ring, and I thought that she would go on to face Iyo at SummerSlam, but, you know, everything, you know, didn't happen that way, which was fine again. So I am super here for Iyo and Asuka, if that's what we're getting down to. I still think at some point the Kabuki Warriors are going to come in and, you know, have some issues with her. And I honestly could still see Rhea Ripley being there to help her out. But with that being said, I do kind of now think Iyo Sky is going to walk out as champion. And I'm excited about it in a sense of the storyline. Because if I'm being honest, Asuka, Iyo, and Kairi has been one of my favorite segments on Raw. And I like the way it's like throughout the night, you know? It's not just, okay, you know, when Asuka's like, Kairi! And then that's it. It's like, we're going to get a random match with Asuka facing somebody. We're going to get the Kabuki Warriors watching Iyo talk to someone. And Asuka losing her mind because how dare you have other friends. And we're going to get, you know, Kairi. And then, like, Kairi being so animated and funny. Or even Kairi's having matches. It's been so entertaining. And I love how just through the night we're just building on that storytelling. So, for me, I was originally going Stephanie. I'm now at a point where I think that Iyo Sky will walk out as champion. I think that after that, we will probably see something with her and Asuka, and I would not be mad if Asuka became champion and beat Iyo, because I love Asuka. Asuka's one of my favorite women's wrestlers. I feel like, don't get me wrong, I don't think Asuka's underrated at all, but I feel like in a sense of when people bring up women's wrestlers of who they actually like, I feel like she's never really in the conversation. So I've noticed, you know, you always get kind of the four horsewomen or, you know, Bianca, Tiffany, or Jade even now. And they're all great, don't get me wrong, but it's Asuka. I love Asuka. I feel like we are long overdue for an Asuka title run. And especially Asuka being this toxic heel like character she is right now, I feel like it would be amazing. And then it's like, it seems in a sense too where she has Kyrie with her, and Kyrie kind of takes orders from her in a sense. You know, I'm not trying to say she is kind of like her parent or her mom or babysitter or something, but you can tell watching Raw, you know, Asuka's just like, oh, Kyrie's gonna do this, and Kyrie just does it. Or she's yelling for her to come on, and she comes on. And I think that storyline in particular would be great. I also wouldn't mind if the storyline gets crazier. You know, Kyrie becomes sick of Asuka, you know, throwing things at her, telling her things to do. And then Kyrie turns on Asuka. And Asuka is just a lone wolf menace to society and holding some gold. I feel like that would cook. That would cook as a storyline. So I cannot wait to see how this unravels. Even if Stephanie does win, I'm still so interested in the Iyo and Asuka dynamic and Kyrie dynamic because it has been carrying for me on Monday Night Raw, if I'm being honest. But with that being said, my prediction as of right now, I think Iyo is gonna walk out with that title for sure. And then we kind of get an explosion with Asuka and everything of that nature happening. But we'll see. You never know these days. But with that being said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.